Yikes. Yes, it was a hard day to get in. Jesus, Jesus, Lebanese. Boy, hello. It is the ocean, and it was trying to tell me that I didn't have a stream again. Pardon you. Yes, I do. Um, okay, so I'm in a little late. I changed the timing. I got a last minute order from a friend, and but uh, I wasn't expecting to be this late. So, eh. Anyway, I'm the ocean. This is the ocean's deep blue, and here we do the deepest of blue. And that can be anything that falls outside the norms. But in this case, tonight, it's going to be about something that I don't really hear people talking about too much. And that is, we have heard of Ascended Masters. But how much do you know about the Descended Masters? And I'll explain exactly what I mean by that after I put on my little intro because I'm going to give people a chance to come in before I start in earnest, since this is a live. I, though, have to say, remember, we do the deepest woo. This is entertainment. Please consider if you like the program and liking the program. Like it, thumbs up it and all of that kind of stuff. Leave a comment. It helps people find us. But we aren't for everybody. It's quite, this is a different show. If, everybody's welcome, but you kind of have to be aware of some things in order to be able to understand a lot of it. So you kind of have to be on a certain wavelength, but that's okay. We'll bring you up to speed if you really want that. Um, okay, I'm gonna put on. Hi, Angel Wings. How you doing? Oh yeah, something is stirring up. Of course it is. Yeah, your empathic gifts. Yeah, Everybody's going through some stuff right now because we just had the eclipse. It stirred up stuff. That's what eclipses do. And we're in the middle of Mercury retrograde, which also stirs things up. Stir it up, little darling. Stir it up. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, we're going to have a lot of stirring, okay? And shaken and stirred. There's going to be places that are shaken and stirred both. James Bond would not be able to handle it. I don't think even James Bond would be able to. But anyway, hey, hey, I am Pam. Mm. You trying to tell me you were Pam? Okay, you can be Pam. I'll just be the ocean. Hi, Mark the Arc Spark. Just let her cry. Just let her cry. 'Cause she's a lady. Let her dream. 'Cause she's a child. Yeah, I remember that one, Mark the Arc Spark. Mm-hmm. Hello. Hello, the lady who. Okay, so I'm kind of vamping until we have some people, a few people in here. Because if I start, then I'm going to start, and then I know what's going to happen. I know what's going to happen. We're going to have people coming in and saying, "What are you talking about?" and wanting me to start from the beginning. So I'm going to give you time to say hi because you won't be paying any attention until after you tell everybody hi anyway. So, hey, I'm picking out some custom items, and what I've decided to do, I wanted to tell you, I'm making some custom patches for us, and I would like to hear from you. I am going to order them. They're not going to be expensive for us because I'm going to get them a bunch of them. But I would like to hear, do you like the conspiracy realist, which is this one, which could be big enough for a t-shirt? Would you like the truth is where you find it, which is the purple one with the cat watching the universe? Or would you like something else entirely that I've done? Please let me know because I've got a coupon that's expiring very shortly. So, what kind of what kind of stuff do you want? Are you looking for here? Um, of the deep blue stuff. Now, if you want somebody else's merch, you're going to have to buy it from them. But no, if it's something that I created, I will print it up for you guys. And let me see. And for those of you who don't know, if you remember the one of the cat sitting and looking at the universe that says, "Truth is where you find it." It's all kind of purpley and black. It's pretty, but I this one is the conspiracy realist one. And then, like I said, I just had a kind of a rush order from somebody that I was working on, which let me tell you, it wasn't for the fact. Oh, and cowboy. How many of you would like a super cowboy? Cool. Hey, Jackie, how's it going? Oh, Jackie's got a playlist? Conspiracy realist. Okay. Let me get conspiracy realist in the mix. I think I'm going to make super cowboy. I'm going to order 5 super cowboy and 5 conspiracy realists. And they're going to be 12 by 12, okay? So you can put them on a t-shirt or anything. So that'll be a little bit bigger than what's on the hat. You'll be able to see it better. And the whole saying that's on the hat is actually, I prefer the term conspiracy realist. But I have so many dragons, and somebody wanted panther dragons, and I think was it Hook? Was it Dolly? I can't remember. I think it was Hook that wanted panther dragons, which I have been making some, and actually other people have been looking at and liking too. So we are going to have some panther dragon stuff. I'm going to have everything. Look, for you guys, almost any of my art's going to be available, okay? You see something on my channel that you want done up, I'll make it for you custom because you're cool and I love you. And really, it's about six one half dozen of the other because I have to order them and then ship them out to you, which is kind of a drag that I have to do it that way, but I am willing to do that because there may be another way I can do that, though. I don't know. We'll see. So, okay, conspiracy realist. Got it. Okay, now, um, let me see if that went through. Um, 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 well, yeah, I think it did. So I think I'm good. I think I'm very good. You know what I mean? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, say no more. If you don't know who that's from Monty Python. So I'm talking today about Descended Masters, and the Ascended Masters are more well known about, and I understand that people get understand the Descended Masters a little bit more because it's a term that's very commonly used, and it refers to people who have been in human form but have completed their learning in the earth school and have moved out of the physical realm and into the spiritual realm, and with all their abilities. So it's a very enlightened state of being, and it's one of the best ways to leave here, okay? Because, yeah, so many of you just want to get the heck out of the craziness, the madness. And who can blame you, really? Because it is freaking crazy. So, but we're here learning things, and yet, okay, the ascended masters have reached a point where, oh, Mr. Wonderful's here. Mr. Important, he has a few words to say, and will probably require extra cat treats because he has a speaking part. Meow. Okay. Meow. Did you hear that little meow? That's right. Absolutely right, Mom. You think all this greatness comes for free? I demand belly rubs, back scratches. I demand it, Mom. I'm worth it because I'm a cat. We know what we're worth. Brrr, yeah. Brrr. Okay, baby. Okay, baby cake. Your fans love you too. Okay, your dose of cute kittiness right there. He is awake. So, see if I can look it up. How did what? Did I miss something? Yeah, the moo cat, the cowboy kitty. People think, I know people have theories, but yeah, he looks like a cow. Kind of looks like a cow. He has kind of short legs and a round body. That's what Manxies look like, and no tail really to speak of. He, he has like one vertebra. He does kind of look like kitty cat, like a kitty cat that's actually a cow in another life. You dragons received the message. Everybody give him a move. Sub to Mark's channel, huh? Cool. Yeah. Who's sleeping? Oh no, the dragons ate something that's not good. Will you tell them to really watch what they eat? A lot of people are getting stomach problems. Okay. I'm hearing that. It's it's kind of standard right now. We're getting that. Um, we're purging, period. We're in a purge time. Okay. Maybe that's the way to say it. Because, yeah, because it just seems like we're going through so getting rid of everything, and that's part of the ascension work. I mean, you know what ascension is, you're trying to do that. That's one of the reasons you're here with us. So but do you realize, and I'm trying to help you remember here, because maybe you don't remember, or maybe you do. Maybe you will when I tell you that there are such things as descended masters. Now, ascended masters, there are many, and we'll actually have a show. You know, I may go into who the ascended masters are if you want to go into that on this show, if you want me to discuss them. The descended masters are people like me and us. What does that mean? It means we've already done the ascension thing before. You might have heard that we are spiritual badasses. We go around helping people, other planets ascend. We get them out of slavery, right? I mean, we're like some kind of spiritual Peace Corps or something. But in order to do that, we have to go through that planet cycle. And it just so happens this one is highly limited. So this one took a while. Boy, did it take a minute, huh? But we're almost there. Okay. Chances are, if you're on my channel and hearing what I'm saying and it's making any sense to you, you are a descended master. And that is to say, you've already been through this before. You've done this before. You had it. You had it in your pocket. But being the badass that you are, you decided to come back and help the people here find their way out. And that is about as badass as you can get, okay? Because after being, and this is part of the reason why it's so hard, is being in that lofty state and being in a place where things make sense and there is no corruption. And coming back into something like this, situation like this, is always difficult. But we've done this many times. We've done this many times. This is the message and the channeling I'm getting. And I have had it echoed by other people as well. They're getting the same message. There are other people that are getting that message, and I know I'm not the only one. So you're going to run across this probably because I've run it and I was getting it and other people were getting it. And we were all like, I knew that sort of in the back of my mind, but now it's coming out. It's time for this to come out. We're getting this out there for people. Right. It's not our first marriage. Hi, Brandy. It's not our first rodeo, not by a long shot. We have done this over and over and over and over again. And that is why we are pressed so hard. They know damn well we have wiped them clean everywhere we've gone. We don't lose. We don't lose. We don't. Because we don't give up. We don't just give up. You know, some of you may feel like you're about ready to give up, but as soon as you get to the other side, you go, oh shit. Yeah, I wanted to do that. Fuck yeah, I'm going to come back and do that. I'm going to do it. Damn, I'm going to do it. Okay, I'm going to do it. See, every freaking time though, that we wipe them out, they haven't won once. You are tough. You're tough, man. You've been through this shit before many times. And so I'm telling you right now, you're going to do it again. We're going to do it again. Absolutely. Fire away. Exactly. Fire away. We got it. And I'm getting chills when I tell you this. But they've been saying, tell them this, tell them this, tell them this. You got to tell them. Because I know it's so easy to lose heart sometimes. It's so easy to want to just give up and go. And I mean, but we must love these people, even if we don't like them all, or even a lot of them. We must love them enough to want to bring them out of their darkness, to be able to see the beauty we've seen, to come back home. Because at our core, we want everybody to come back home. Okay, and not only that, but I think we get a thrill. You know, we get a thrill out of it. I mean, when you're as powerful as some of us have been and still are, we just got to get it. We just got to reinstate it. But when you're that powerful, it probably would get boring. You know, it's yes, lovely lights, exactly. It's probably a fact that it gets boring just, I mean, what has what's God got to do with eternity and all of existence except have experiences, you know? I mean, we don't know, but it seems to me like that would be a pretty likely thing to do if you lived forever and uh knew everything and blah 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 and all the things we can attribute to God. Well, then it seems to me the only thing to do is to create situations where you're having experiences. Material stuff would not matter. It wouldn't be a big deal. It would be, what can you learn? Who are you? What can you do with your abilities? How can you push yourself? How far can you go? And I just want to let you know that you're doing a wonderful job. I'm getting that we're absolutely killing this. So, not to put a negative thing on that. Don't put a negative on that, but we're killing it, even though it may not always look like it. So we're in shaky times. Oh my goodness. Now, see, I've got the stomach thing too. I'm going to have to get some water. I'll be right back. Here you go, cowboy fans. Your daily dose of purness. Sweet, fluffy little white cat belly and purrs. And Cowboy just wanted me to translate this message to you that he backs the Canadian truckers and everybody who's joining in, which is pretty much everybody. 100%. That's right. Go, truckers, go. That's what Cowboy wants me to tell you. And let's hope the whole wide world joins in. That's right. See? He agrees. There you go. Okay, have a wonderful day. Talk to you later. Okay, I'm back. Oh my goodness. Yeah, being able to stomach this energy. Hey, Chloe. Yeah, it's because we can't really stomach this energy. We're in a very toxic environment right now. They've toxified every dang thing. Okay, and you're not the only one that's purging. I am not throwing up, but I know people who freaking are. I've come pretty close. I am taking I really recommend Zetox. Regal Zetox. I've shown it many times on the show. It comes from the Regal site, or you can get it off of Amazon. Be sure you get the right kind, Regal, that's micronized. I'm not prescribing, I'm just telling you it's zeolite. It helps get the toxins out of your blood and out of you. If you don't have one already, get yourself a way to make yourself good quality water. That will help you a lot. And then don't be afraid to drink that as much as you can. You know, I mean, don't overdo it, but drink a lot of pure water. Your organs will love you. Hi. So Chloe's in, the Countess, Countessa. Captain Yappy, woodpecker. Yeah. Yep. Chest pains. Get some pure water. Mine, I get those too. I get them too. I've been getting them. For one, our empathy is going way up. And I think Angel Wings mentioned that. She noticed her empathy is way up. All of us. Remember, it's going to increase. As our level increases, we're going to have greater and greater gifts. The gifts that we already have are going to be increasing, and some new ones are going to come online. But I have never had a brand new one come online without some kind of thing happening. And we're purging. Okay. Every time we go through one of these things, just expect to do some purging. You can make it easy on yourself by, like I said, getting as much out of your body as you can by poisoning yourself as little as possible. As a matter of fact, if you're like me, you'll get to a point where there are some things you just freaking can't eat without having to spew, and you used to love them. I mean, there are going to be things that your body is just going to flat out reject. Okay? You're going to notice it. Yeah. Salt bath and lemon juice, absolutely. Epsom salts. Yes. Ah. Oh. There he is. Oh, he's taking a bath, and now he's settling down to do some lounge training. Oh, and he's still taking a bath there. Well, there's your beefcake for the day. Cowboy taking a bath. Anyway, nobody's hearts from the what? 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 I'm not sure I understand what you're exactly saying, Brandy. See if I can straighten the camera a little bit. I'm having trouble with. I have trouble with every damn booms that I get. Boom structure. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah. Yeah. The police will do it. You need a wellness check on somebody. The police will do it. Yeah. Yeah. Oh God. Nobody's seen the girl in it. Oh fuck. Oh, pardon my language, but yeah. Yeah. You need somebody to check on that. If they live in an apartment, that's one option. If there are usually people that do that kind of thing in an apartment building. They'll send somebody from the staff or something. But I'm expecting between now and the election and now and the change of hands, because the hands are going to change. We have anything to say about it? I think they're going to be throwing every damn thing at us. Okay. And you're just going to have to brace yourself. I've told you this many times now, and I'm sure you are aware they're going to throw all kinds of shit at us because they don't want us to be well and powerful and feel good and feel powerful. So we are going to get, we're going to see a lot of bullshit. We're going to see a lot of toxic stuff happening. They're going to try and throw some weather. They're going to try and throw some chemtrails. They're going to try and throw some bullshit. Typical. So that's just to be expected. They don't want people happy and free. It's very hard to control a happy and free person. So not only that, but if you're a negative thing that eats negative energy, then you know happy free people are not on your list of cuisine. Pardon me. I need to breathe. That's another thing. Breathing for the last really a month. It's like, yes, it is my allergy season, but it seems like it's more than that. I'll wake up with some kind of coating in my lungs that I have to get out every single freaking day. um, oh, geez. What? What? Holy cow. Hi, Kiki. Okay, I'm totally wow. Yeah, I didn't know. I never heard of that one. I never heard of that one when it was all. So what exactly do we do about that? Because something got on my water bottle, and probably because I'm drinking right out of it. Your own biofilm will get on your water bottle if you drink right out of it directly. What brand of Zetox? Regal. Regal Zetox. And takes Mac. I can recommend astaxanthin. If you can afford it, you can get it off Amazon, a good brand of astaxanthin, which is krill oil, which is an antioxidant that can help. You can use charcoal tablets if you have to. That'll help a bit. You can use, what do they call that? The kaolin clay. Some people use that, the edible clay. That will help your digestive system. Zetox is the only product I know that goes into your bloodstream and starts cleansing your blood. So that is harder, okay, because you can get things that clear your digestive system. Hey, Max Vision, how you doing, John? Oh, we are revolting, but we're getting better looking all the time. Okay, that's the peasants are revolting. Well, yes, but they can't help it. They're poor. And who is that? Mel Brooks? Yeah, and Young Frankenstein. Uh, okay, I don't understand how we're supposed to vote if we're not registered. Yeah, liver loving foods. Yeah, that helps. And we can talk about that. Woo Riders, you're really burning it up. You're burning it up on your channel, honey. Okay, Woo Riders. Woo Riders, I was going to ask you what kind of patches you want to see. Super Cowboy, Conspiracy Realist. I'm going to make a special one that says Woo Ship Crew with all kinds of pretty colors and stuff. If you guys think that's a good idea, would you like a Woo Ship Crew hat? Yeah, Woo is doing some good work over there. And if you haven't, Max Vision, John's channel is really tearing it up too. Anybody who wants to put their links in, it's blue. You go ahead and put your links in. All for one and one for all people. Share your brothers and sisters' links around. Okay. We are a community. Okay. We're a community and we support one another. I definitely get behind that. So if you got anything coming up, hit us with that info. Hmm. Um, okay, so does that mean, um, okay, so we can vote unregistered. Interesting. So you can actually vote and not be registered to vote. Hmm. Is that how they're going to get the illegals? Is that how they're going to slide in the, is that how they slid in so many people? Oh, is that how they stuff the ballot boxes? You don't really have to be registered to vote. So just at the last minute, they just snuck in a bunch of stuff. Somebody explain this to me. Oh, that was my ex. He was a TV holic. There was nothing I could do for him back then. I don't know. Oh, you're seeing yellow from the sun. Oh, cool. Seems to me, though, it's the Matrix. Oh, thank you, Woo. They aren't always that great, I don't think, but I tried hard. You'll see quite a lot of changes. I've changed my view, I've changed my mind lots of times. I've done a lot of really weird stuff. Yeah. 1,000 dead people voted. Yeah, of course. Yep. Yep, we had that. And all these dead people voting, we didn't even know they still cared. Cowboy. Your fur is up my nose. Hang on. I'll talk, but I don't want you seeing me trying to get. It happens a lot of times after I pet him. His fur starts flying, and the underneath fur is very curly and tickly and fine. And it can get up your nose and tickle like nobody's business. Okay, I think I got it. But I love my little boy so much that I don't care. I have him anyway. Come back, Yeller. What prompted that? Hmm. I'm not yeller. Am I yelling? Oh, that would be cool. Yeah. Well, yeah, Cowboy's done that too. He started to kind of touch the screen. Yeah, like he's trying to get the pictures to change too. Um, like I know when my pictures, of course, mine switches pictures, so it goes through my picture album. So I'm sure that he was putting his little paw out trying to touch the pictures. That must be very confusing. It must be very confusing for a kitty cat. They've got video games for cats and dogs. Trying to get the pets addicted now, too. Yeah. My little cat would probably eat it. Do you eat the video game? Wish I'd got that on camera, that response. He just looked at me and yawned like, come on. It isn't even my favorite cat food. Yes. Yeah. We're on the way to taking it back. Yeah, it is a scam. Well, it was originally to stand under a building that you built to prove that it was worthy. That is exactly where it came from, but I guess it changed in meaning as time went on. When you're standing under a structure, you trust that it's not going to cave in on you. But I looked it up. But yeah, that means you're taking the other person's word for it, or that you trust the other person's judgment in that. Well, yeah, prying yourself from the internet, which comprehend. I use comprehend and people look at me funny. But then again, people look at me funny anyway, so I don't care. I comprehend. But sometimes I just say, I get it. Okay, I get ya. I get ya. Aloha. Aloha, the hook. Oh, Captain Hook is in here. Oh, yeah, living by some beautiful landscape. Wow. I'm lucky too. We have a beautiful landscape here. We have beautiful, absolutely farmland and stuff out here. I am truly blessed to be able to go out and just look over yonder and see beautiful. And we have a few nice homes, but I look and I mostly farmland, mostly um, beautiful green bogland, wetlands. Hey, Kiki. Well, I'm glad you came over. I understand, or get, or comprehend, comprehend your need. Wow, throat chakra. My throat chakra has been clearing like just a lot going on with it. But that's because I'm a public speaker and I'm supposed to be telling the truth as much as possible. I have so much to communicate with you guys. It's my job to communicate with you. So I guess it makes sense that my throat chakra would be going through a lot of stuff. Meow? What? You hear him talking? What you talking about, Willis? What? You got something to say about it? You got something to explain to us? See my messy room in the background there? Oh, I see. I'm not petting you enough while I'm doing this. Requiring of lots of attention. Well, you know what? It's like getting my husband, I couldn't get him, my ex husband, I couldn't get him away from the TV set. We didn't even have cell phones back when I left him, but I couldn't get him away from the TV set. He had a little TV set that he'd take with him, little black and white portable, about like this. He'd carry it around the house with him so he wouldn't miss anything. He wouldn't miss the reruns that he has already seen at least 30 times. But he had to see them, even though they were reruns and he'd already seen them, knew every word by heart. He had to keep watching them. He was an addict. She wasn't addicted to other stuff. He wasn't addicted to drugs. He wasn't addicted to booze. He was addicted to TV, though. He was a smack, just, it is addictive. It's a dopamine addiction. Yeah, in a small town is good. Oh, yeah. I mean, I did. I had to move on. There was nothing I could do. Sorry. He's a grown ass man. It was over 20 years. It's been more like 30 some years now. This was before cell phones. But that's one of the things that I couldn't take it anymore. I just couldn't take it. It was like some kind of hell to have the TV on. My mother was the same damn thing. It was like, wait, this thing just sinks lower and lower. I swear. Oh, for a boom that works right. It isn't gonna loosen up on me. And anyway, okay, yeah, they get addicted. It's like any addiction. You're gonna have to fight it like any addiction. And that tells me that if he had started with drugs or alcohol, he would have been an addict with that too. Because the addictive personality can't help it. Well, they can't help it, but I mean, they um, have a harder time. They can get over it. Hmm. So yeah, we could intend that somehow he find his way out of that. But nobody's going to change until they're ready. You can do all kinds of things, but they'll fight you back harder. They'll kick your ass hard. They'll kick your ass back. They'll The more that you push, the more they'll push back, the more they'll do it. And but when you finally clear them, they'll think it's their idea. It's all their idea. Because I've helped other people get clear of other things after that, but there was nothing I could do for him. But he fit into his society. His friends and I guess his new wife were fine with it. So, hey, he was adapted to a sick society. Yeah, iodine. Yeah, yeah, I've been taking my iodine again. Yeah. So basically, it'll be sort of one of those deals where you'll say, um, you know what, this is. Oh yeah, I love seaweed too. Yeah, I love the sea crunchies for the iodine. Yeah, yummy. Yeah, I hate those. Um, those are yummy. I don't know what people think they're going to get, but they are yummy. They're an acquired taste, though. Kind of an acquired taste. Mhm. And the problem is, you need to keep the seaweed crunchies dry. They get stale real easy, and then they're not as much fun. They get kind of hard to eat. They're kind of like paper then instead of crunchy. You have to crunch them again. You have to like put them in the oven a little bit or something. So yeah, addictions. Well, there's also we've been talking about the entities, the waves, the carrier waves that are coming through the TV set, and really, I know a lot of people that just canceled their cable. So I canceled my cable. Maybe it's been maybe 20 over 20 years. My mother was a TV holic too. She had to have religious channels on all the time. Constant, constant barrage of that. And you know how they are. It's like they just criminalize just demonize everything that they don't understand. And very, very, very judgmental. It was horrible. It was absolute hell. And she was buying the Stairway to Heaven too. She was sending them money because they always convince people to send them money. Mhm. Pot iodide. I never heard of pot iodide. Is that even a thing? Yeah, because 20 some years I was way ahead of figuring things out too from all my friends, you know? I think that was partly why. Is because I stopped watching TV. I stopped being influenced. And it's like, and also I was not well. I had to spend a lot of time cooling my jets. And when that happens and you start actually thinking, you have actual time to actually think, just like people did over lockdown. Lo and behold, don't you come up with some interesting thoughts? Don't you uncover some rather interesting information? So it's very necessary to detox yourself from electronics too. Yeah, the Weather Channel and I don't even need the Weather Channel. I can get it. I can get it online. I've just been getting everything online. Now I had For a brief time, they offered me some years back, they offered me cable TV for free, thinking they'd get me hooked for a trial, free trial for a certain amount of time. So I looked at what TV had to offer. And when the free trial period was over, I told them, no thanks. You can keep it. Nothing there for me. Yeah, there are some shows that would be interesting, but I knew I could find them online somewhere. Yeah. Oh, potassium iodide. I thought you were talking about some kind of marijuana. Um, I thought you were talking about some kind of marijuana concoction because people have made stuff like that, you know. I get it now. Pot iodide. Ah, oh, I really amuse myself sometimes. Yeah, second fiddle to that's exactly the way I felt. And no way am I going to be second fiddle to TV. You know, I mean, if you're even bringing it to bed with you, then you sleep with that. Go ahead, sleep with it. Hope it keeps you warm at night. Hmm. But he found a wife who was willing to put up with all that shit, I guess. Well, maybe she was the same way. Yeah, I could not figure out. I I could not figure out. I couldn't figure out why he wanted to keep watching what is the beauty in rerun? Why, you know, I mean, for me when I was growing up, rerun season was like rerun season. You know, unless it was your favorite show. Be like, oh, reruns. You know, but the second time was enough, right? You thought pot iodide too. See, we were hoping. We were just hoping this is something new, right? Iodide. What's that? Can I smoke it? Or is it gummy? I gotta say though, please be careful with marijuana. It makes your mind more malleable. And if you're programming an intention, it it gets in there better. But don't watch a bunch of crap that you don't want programmed in there when you're smoking. See, that's probably my generation's problem. Is we did crazy stuff like dared each other to get high and watch something crazy. You know, Phantasm or Night of the Living Dead or, you know, whatever. Oh God, I'm gonna get high and watch something mind bendingly scary and gross. Yeah. So be careful what you program yourself with. Somehow the marijuana makes programming easier. So be careful. Can you imagine all these people out there watching TV while they're high, getting all that good programming in their brains? Makes sense now, doesn't it? Yeah. Hmm. Well, you know what? Oh, well, good for you, Hook. Um, Indica gives me anxiety. It turns out that, and everybody's got indica. Indica is the thing. Supposedly, it's the pain management one. But Gorilla Glue works better because it's sativa for me. Indica makes me paranoid, tired, sleepy, makes me lose my ass to the couch or the chair. Um, it gives me anxiety. It's not good for me. It can give me anxiety. It can make me real paranoid. But sativa is kind of makes me happy, and then I can get some stuff done. So and it still works on the pain. So mhm. I still got my shaky machine. You know, I haven't been doing my shaky machine recently. I got to start doing that. The vibrating platform. Ooh, those are like can burn 1,000 calories an hour or something. 2,000 calories an hour, I think. I got all the way up to 10 minutes running, running speed, which I think is pretty good. Oh, the hybrids. Which ones? Yeah, because I like Gorilla Glue. Oh, you know what? Angel Wings. I used to be like that, particularly with indica. You know, it'd be all of a sudden I'd be like, "Holy shit, guys, where am I? Help me get back to Earth." I'd be way out there somewhere. Yeah, see, it reacts with different people differently. Not everybody's the same. Indica is kind of a downer, and sativa is an upper. That's the difference. So, Bob Saget, never heard of it. Well, what's the general motif of that of it? I don't know what Gorilla Glue is. I think it's mostly sativa, but I think it's what isn't it one of the is it one of the hybrids? I'm not sure now. I like it because it doesn't glue me to the chair. It does help with the pain, and I don't feel down. It's not a downer. I don't get along with downers generally. Now, here's a funny thing though. Oh, sativa dominant, yeah. Here's the funny thing is alcohol will actually make me, and I don't know what this is, but there are certain wines that will put me to sleep. But then there are liquors that I'll be up all night dancing. I'll be up all night singing, dancing, whatever, doing something. La di da di da. I don't understand that. Like you give me a nice margarita, nice strong margarita, maybe a Long Island, and I'll be first of all I'll not be feeling pain, and I'll be walking around. I'll be going around saying hi to everybody. I'll be making jokes, and If it's karaoke night, I'll be singing every song I can get. I can. Stock up on what? The gorilla? High vibration lockout. The money counter in the office? High vibration lockout. That is weird. Is that a thing? High vibrational lockout. By the way, is anybody else doing Picoin? I want to know because I want to put you in my circle if I can. Come on. The only thing is now they've started putting um, ads in it. So I just do my mining and hit my button. Got to hit the button every 24 hours. What am I up to? Let me see. What am I up to? I'm up to $6 and something right now. Mm-hmm. So it's not a lot of money, but it's some money. It's money coming in, trickling in. So, okay, so I've got our orders here. Let me make sure I've got everything set because I'm just about to lose my coupon. So I'm going to make some very strange art. Of course, a lot of my art, and I mean physical art. I'm working on some different sort of stuff. Of course, all my art is kind of different. I don't know. How am I going to put that? It's like all my art is different. How do I put that? Hmm, kind of different, kind of strange, kind of unique. Unique up on people. It sneaks up on people. Um, anyway, Descended Masters, I guess there are a lot of them here right now because the call went out saying, hey guys, we need help with this planet. They're really in darkness. And a lot of us said, oh, sure. And from where we were coming from, I'm sure it seemed like it was going to be easy. From where we were coming from, that makes me laugh. Oh, it makes me laugh that we thought this was going to be easy. Actually, I guess it isn't that hard for us. It's not that crazy. Not as crazy as some place. I'm sure there's been other places crazier. Um, Pretty much, we have an edge having done this lots of times before and being undefeated so far. So, I'm not really worried about the outcome. I am worried about how some of y'all are holding up. But if you're purging that, just tell yourself that you got to do that. It's a good thing. Every time it comes up, literally comes up, tell yourself you're going to feel so much better afterwards, which is the truth. You are going to feel so much better afterwards. And it's going to be kind of amazing when we get through all this. Because I don't think anybody really, I don't think the other side expected us to get through. I think it was a shock when we got here because they gave us all kinds of things that we had to, the gatekeepers gave us all kinds of limitations we had to agree to. All kinds of limits. All kinds of speed limits. I mean, you know, I think codependent family might be one of them. Not sure. Codependent family might have been a requirement for getting in this time. It wouldn't surprise me. Not at all. Because after all, I mean, think about it. But then we just saw it as, hey, this is another way of growing. I mean, consider, and I had an interesting um, realization that I actually have done it. I've become grateful for all of this crazy stuff that's happened. It's like now I can see it made me so much stronger than the next person. I had something happen just last night, and the person who's helping me, Yolana, she just freaked out. She's just freaking out. Um, we had something, um, the um, the dishwasher, which almost never use. I almost never use it. It was clogged and it started spewing all over the floor. And she's like, and it was within a half an hour of her leaving. She's like, I'll never get this clean. And, it's like, I'll never get all this water up and everything. I said, don't worry. And how are we going to get it out of there? I mean, it's in there, and how are we going to empty it? And, it's like, don't worry. And, I realized that at every turn, every time there's like, oh, I know what to do. I know how to solve it. I come up with some genius hack. I mean, said, okay, we'll just wick it out. We'll just put the towel in here, get wet the towel, one in here, one in there. As long as this end is lower than the water level there, gravity will suck that water right down into that bucket there. I do that all the time. She's like, what? And it's like, yeah, it's just physics. She just looked at me like, It's really a thing. Yeah, it really is. So, yeah, I sit here sometimes in awe of um, how much I have learned because in the beginning I was learning a lot because I had to do things differently because I didn't have money. But then later on, I was um, doing things differently because I was disabled and I couldn't do things normally. So not being able to do things normally actually was sort of valuable. And now I'm kind of happy about it. Um, I'm happy that I didn't have to go through the hysterical side that some people would be going through uh, just because something weird happened. I mean, weird things are going to happen from time to time. Wait a minute. Doggone. Mm, I'm sorry. If I seem a little distracted, I'm kind of surprised at some things here that are going on. I don't know what's going on here. I don't understand this. What's happening? Hmm. It's something on my screen here. Okay, it's going goofy. I'm having some, well, it's typical Mercury retrograde. Let me read. That's another thing. Knowing that it's Mercury retrograde is certainly helpful. I'll just blame everything on that, you know? Ooh, mushroom coffee. Oh, yes. I love my mushroom coffee. Absolutely. Oh, hot cocoa. Yes, you can get hot cocoa too. Yeah. RJ. RJ. You know what? It is. It's just a hologram. We're here in training. But yeah, we got weird energy going on. So of course. Is it any surprise? It should be no surprise. It should be no surprise at all. I'm not surprised by very much anymore. Well, or I'm not shocked. I can be surprised. I gotta admit, I have been surprised, but not. It's hard to shock me these days, unless you use real electricity. Well, then it's possible. But as far as emotionally shocked, no, it's rough because you know, I've just been around the block too many times for that. Seems like seems like I've seen some of the craziest crap and I've lived through it. And I've lived some crazy places. And places where a woman living alone just should not be. It just shouldn't be that way. It just should not be a woman living alone in some of the places that I have lived alone. But I've survived all that. Jesus. Jesus, pieces, Dominicus. And it can't be for nothing. I can't imagine it'd be for nothing. But it is kind of comforting to know that even though you might have, even if you do leave this plane, you're not gone. You're still around, and you're going to be around. I mean, I know for a fact I'm going to be around forever. I'm going to exist forever. And there's no doubt about that in my mind. So to me, I'm like, well, but I really want to get over it this time. I really want to get over this hump because I'm really tired of I'm tired of doing the same thing. I don't like doing the same thing over and over. It's really a drag to me. It's like I don't want to do the same thing time and again. I don't like reruns. There you go. I mean, isn't that just exact? That's why I couldn't understand why he liked reruns. How can you like reruns? How? I don't understand. It never made any sense to me. To be watching the same show. That'd be some kind of hell for me to be watching the same show over and over and over and over. Oh my God. Oh my God. What kind of hell? And then there's the commercials. And the commercials these days, they don't give you a break. They just keep going too. They're just out of hand. And they just add commercials and add commercials. And in the beginning, cable didn't have any commercials. That's the thing that's really weird. I mean, that's how they hooked us. Is cable didn't have commercials. But now everything's got commercials. And they've really doubled down on the commercials too. So I'm sitting there now and I'm like, man, this is terrible. They don't know how effed up this is. There are people who have, never gone without TV, without commercials, and the commercials are getting more and more and more intrusive and invasive, whatever you want to call it. Invasive, invasive commercials. Intruder alert. Invasive commercial alert. Okay, I think I've got us covered now. I think I fixed everything that was going wrong here. Mhm. Day after day. Yeah, pay YouTube to avoid commercials. Yeah. It's like, yeah, we can take the commercials, but you gotta pay. You must pay. I found this guy. This guy came up in my feed, and it's pretty funny. He does uh, like a voiceover where he's reading signs. He's reading signs and things, but they're crazy signs, you know. Um, there's signs that if you read them one way, they make sense, and if you read them another way, they're, but we've all seen these, right? We've all seen these signs that we've read, or T-shirts or whatever that we've read, and we've like, what? But the one that I thought was really amazing that nobody caught was a church sign that said, "If you eat the devil's corn, you may choke on his cob." I was like, holy moly. They didn't really say that, did they? Well, yes, they did. And I'm thinking, what 12-year-old boy missed that and missed laughing at that, right? Yeah, come on. You got to know that there's something wrong with that, right? Oh, amazing. But no, people don't. People don't see it. You can't tell me that you're that bland. What would you call it? Bland. Uh, hmm. Dumb? I don't know. Naive? Silly? I don't know. Oh, okay, that's different. Don't be an Asquatch. I think I could get behind that. So, anyway, what do you think about these? Do you think this is real? Or am I just tripping? But the people that are going after Donnie legally, one of them's name Fanny Willass, and the other one is named Tishy. Call her Tish. And I'm like, Fanny and Tishy, Dirty Fanny and Tishy. Let the immature jokes commence, right? Oh, cornholes. Yes, yes, exactly. You might. It's all a distraction here. Well, everything's a fucking distraction. We get I mean, distraction is part of the game. I think we get we get a distraction, and it's like knuck and futz how far off we can go, from what we were planning on doing. And I think TV is part of that. I think, and I really think, oh, you need tissue for your corn. Big Justin, the P Diddles. Oh, come on. Are you mad at him? Are you mad, bro? The Diddler. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, he's another Epstein. Yeah, he's another Epstein. Epstein. Eppenstein. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Oh, you guys are dangerous. I wouldn't want to cross you. You guys are dangerous. You guys scare me. Not really. I'm not afraid of you. Are you kidding? I'm not afraid of you. Hey, I'm afraid of me sometimes. Occasionally, I'm afraid of myself. Oh, I like this one. If Nana can't fix it, we're screwed. Ah, if Grandma can't fix it, we're all in trouble. Okay, I get it. Yeah, I like signs. Hmm. I like funny signs. I should have more of them around. I'm still trying to get over the Sasquatch one, though. I don't think they really. I wonder how the Sasquatch do feel about us using them. Mhm. You making jokes about them because we do. We make so many jokes about them. But maybe they do have a sense of humor. They really do. That's one thing I've noted. They definitely have a sense of humor. So I think probably we're probably going to be fine. No matter, I think they're going to take it the way we mean. If we make a joke, I don't think they're going to hold it against us. Okay, so what I'm making, and I kind of been keeping it under wraps, but I'm going to make lighting. Somebody came up with this idea and showed it on something that came up in my feed. But I'm going to make lighting that looks like natural objects, like uh, chandeliers made out of lit up vines and flowers and stuff, and flower lamps, and so that it looks like sort of a nature fairyland. And I was wondering if you guys would have any interest in that. Asquatch is a great idea. Oh dear. Nah. Yeah. If you drop something, especially the soap in the shower, right? Dog the bounty hunter. I don't know who that is. Joy Wave. Mm-hmm. Senate dismissed Mayorkas. Mayorkas was dirty. Geez. Yeah, well, you don't want to be mean, Lewis. Maybe they agree. You don't want to be an Asquatch. Quit being an Asquatch. Hmm. Dangerous big data featuring Joywave. It's telling. Really? Yeah, well, give us the link. Oh, come on. Oh, I think I just did something kind of awful. Yep, I screwed something up. Oh well. Today I had to tell somebody how to get on the do not call registry. Speaking of commercials. And if you guys don't know how to get on the National Do Not Call registry, I will tell you right now. Call 1-888-382-1222. Or it says TTY. Titty Y. No, titty. Looks like titty. Yeah, I know that that's probably the way Scotty would see it. 1-866-290-4236 from the phone you want to register, and it's free. So if you don't know that, you can take yourself off of call list. Some jerks will still have your number though. Oh, garlic breath. Oh yeah, just honestly. Well, that's just the thing. Joe is getting sundowners too, and he gets angry sometimes. So, Mike Tyson, God help us all. Hell no. Itty bitty titty committee? Hmm? Hmm. Thank you, Brandy. So, that is our do not call list. I wanted to make sure you guys knew about that. If anybody else has that puzzle, because I couldn't believe it that I had a friend that didn't seem to know about that there is a national do not call. And it's like, really, we get advertised at enough. Enough is enough. Enough is more than enough. It's crazy. It's like that's all there is anymore. It's just everybody wants us to advertise, wants us to buy something. It's, everything's got to be bought. It's like there's no, and if there is something free, then they've got to, it's got to be, yeah, if there is something free, it's kind of paid for in another way. So I don't really understand how it's really free then. I do know. Yeah. Yeah, what Pearl Jam means, yes. And the the story is different. That was that their grandmother was somebody's grandmother was named Pearl and she made jam. Bullshit. You know what Black Hole Sun really is about. But sharing is caring. Sharon is Karen. Uh-oh. Sharon is really, you gotta watch out. Sharon may be Karen. Yeah. Karen a little too much. You know what? I got a another thing coming that I'm wondering if you guys would be interested in. I hope so because I got 3 of them coming. It's a necklace, but you could put it on anything really. Looks like a little charm or something, but it's a necklace. It attaches in 2 places to little cat ears. And underneath it, it's going to say cowboy. Underneath the little cat ears, it's going to say cowboy. So we got cowboy merch. And it's going to be real reasonable. So it's not going to be expensive, but I got cowboy merch coming. Mm, yeah, let's see. That'd be about $7 to have a little necklace that says cowboy. Um, yeah, Nirvana's cool. Oh yeah, yeah. Karen is always sharing. A little too over sharing. Karen is over sharing. Oh no. Now we're all hearing Black Hole Sun. Now we're all going to have to play Black Hole Sun to get it out of there. So I got these little kitty cat ears coming that say cowboy. Ooh, unholy. Yeah. Take it on the other side. Yeah, earworm. Yeah, they call it earworm. Oh my gosh. I'll show it to you when it comes in. I figure if nobody buys it, I might send them to some very special people. You and the cowboy fan club. But I want to hear what you think about it. I'm going to make home goods lighting that is plants in the shape of plants. I'm going to make a chandelier. It's going to be lighted plants and vines. And I saw, and it was actually somebody came up with it uh, with an AI program. And people were doing the ooh ah thing, over it, like, oh my God, I want one of those. And they were coming up with all these very um, difficult ways to make it. And I came up with a way to make it that's a lot less screwy. So, and I suppose it'll be easier to answer once I show it to you. But yeah, my front room is going to look very interesting pretty soon. You're going to walk in and you're definitely going to be wondering what dimension you walked into. Sam Smith, Portals to Demons. Which one? What? Uh, Unholy. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, I guess somebody might be up to no good. Legends never die. Mhm. Legends never die. I still think I'm going to be doing some, but I'm not petting him enough. Okay, come here, you little knucklehead. I love you. Of course I do. But I'm not doing it. It's like, get with it, slave. I'm right here. I'm supposed to be petted. I'm supposed to be loved. What's wrong with you? I'm up here during your broadcasting, like always. Why aren't you? Where did the petting go? Ah, ah, we multiply. That's right. Oh, hey, kitty. Hey, kitty. Hmm. Oh, geez. RJ, I've felt like that since I got here, literally. Since I got to this place. Everything, I think most of us do. Everything's upside down, backwards, and inside out, right? That's what it's like here. That is what it's like. Welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends. We're so glad you could attend. Come inside, come inside. We've got thrills and shocks, supersonic fighting cocks. Leave your hammers at the box. Step inside, step inside. Mm-hmm. The show's about to start. Guaranteed to blow your head apart. Rest assured you'll get your money's worth. Greatest show in heaven or hell or anywhere. Come see the show. It's the Dynamo. If you guys have never heard of Emerson, Lake and Palmer or have never heard brain salad surgery, you definitely should. You definitely should. What the hell? I didn't put that in there. What? Hey, something weird is going on here. Something very weird is going on with this. Yeah, well, Mercury retrograde. Here we go. More Mercury retrograde shit. As always, fun and games. But I'm used to it, so it's not going to surprise me any. No, I'm not surprised. Well, you know what? I really think that the dream that I had a few nights ago, I was really on a ship. I wasn't in a house. I really, I really think so. Oh, Emerson, Lake and Palmer brain salad surgery. Brandy. And it's welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends. We're so glad you could attend. Come inside, come inside. Just listen. You'll understand it. I'm sure you'll get it. You'll get it. You'll get the lyrics. Even way back then. You know what? They knew a lot, even way back then. They knew a lot of things. And it's funny how predictive some of these songs. The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly is a perfect song for cowboy. Why is that, Lewis? Do you want to tell us? You mean do 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 that one? Do do do. Ah, interesting, RJ. I had one that I almost fell down a hole, but I caught myself and I said, "Get me the heck out of here now!" And then after I woke up and felt kind of weird, I went back to the dream and said, "Okay, I'm going to completely change this dream." And so I got out. In the dream, I got out, and in the dream, I also and then I went back again, and I went to where I never even did it. But what was that hole representing? I don't know. Down in a hole? Don't know. Welcome to the machine. Yeah, yeah, they knew. That's cool. Well, you guys are smarter than average bears, even in your dreams. I had something try to kill me in my dream one time too. It was an evil thing, and I stabbed the fuck out of it. I just kind of manifested a sword in my hand and just shoved it right down its throat. It never showed up again. That I can be like that. Oh, I can be like that. I'm not too sweet. Like what was that, Canada Dry or something? Not too sweet. Ah, yeah, that's how I get out of a lot of dreams too. I have to go. It wakes me up. That's kind of cool, huh? So anyway, the reason why we fell, don't let anybody bullshit you. We didn't fall because we did anything wrong. Not at all. I just want to make sure you know that. We didn't fall because we did anything wrong. We have already done it all. We have already been through this. And I want to make sure that when you're, you know, not maybe not feeling too good about things, that that is not going to be that nobody's going to be able to tell you. Nobody's going to be able to tell you that you did something wrong because you didn't do anything wrong to get here. You didn't come back just because you had some damn karma from God knows how long ago, or and maybe you might have done that. Just said, well, while I'm here, I can settle up whatever. Yeah, maybe, but no, you didn't do anything wrong to get here. Exactly. Remember who you are. Power up, Power Rangers. You're going to get a lot back? Cool. Okay. Well, it's almost 2 hours. I'm on the free program. 2 hours is pretty much all I got to spare. The 24th is when it redoes, or 24th or 28th or something. And I only have a few hours left, so I'm going to apply them judiciously. Remember that this coming Monday will be a card reading night. So Monday will be a card reading. I don't know about Sunday. I don't know what's going on Sunday. Monday we'll do reading cards. Tonight, um, I just had to get that message to you so that it's in your mind whenever all this stuff goes on. I love you, and I'm taking off. And yep, nap time for me too. Aloha, and truth is where you find it. Hope you're always finding some on this show. And remember that you're divine. You are a descended master. You've done this all before.